because you get to decide what she's like.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 toys from your childhood that are worth a lot today.
But now you can have all the power and excitement of Nintendo right in the palm of your hand.
Barbie dressed to swim in fun is only $3.
For this list, we're looking at toys that you probably played with and now will be searching your parents' garages for, hoping they didn't throw them away. Feel free to write your comment out on an Etch-a-Sketch first before typing it down below. Number 10. Happy Meal toys.
Some fun, some food, it's all inside this Happy Meal.
McDonald's introduced the world to the Happy Meal in 1979. And the toys in those first boxes were things like erasers, wallets, stencils, and tops.
This is a McDonald's Happy Meal. Your kids will love it. It's food and fun in a box.
And while we aren't sure what you could get for a mint condition Happy Meal eraser from 1979, we do know that you could get up to $70 for a complete set of either the 101 Dalmatians or the 102 Dalmatians toys. The Wizard of Oz Happy Meal dolls collection could bring you $80, and the Snoopy World Tour set of figurines are going for around $200 on eBay. Think of all the Happy Meals you could buy with that money.
And for even more fun, you can get apple slices and a mini minion of your very own.
Number 9. Vintage Super Soaker water guns.
On those occasions when you need to make a big splash.
Before 1989, if you wanted to get your friends wet, you just had to use cups of water, water balloons, or just push them into the pool. But as the 90s dawned upon us, that all changed with the introduction of the Super Soaker water guns. Well, actually, up until 1991, they were called Power Drenchers, and were rebranded Super Soakers after that.
36 million kids in America and Britain are pumping their way through water fights with the Super Soaker.
At the time, you could use the guns to soak your friends with water, but now you can use those same water guns to soak your wallet with extra cash. Some of these vintage guns have sold for upwards of $600, with the original Power Drenchers being the most sought after.
It's a water gun of a higher caliber.
Number 8. Peanut, the Royal Blue Elephant Beanie Baby.
These are Beanie Babies, pellet-filled soft toys collected by children and adults across the world.
If you were alive in the 90s and not living under a rock, you knew about Beanie Babies. Today, many of the more common Beanie Babies go for $100 or less. However, there are a number of more rare ones and ones with factory mistakes that go for more than 10 times that figure.
Retiring Beanie Babies is part of their marketing technique, creating a frenzy for disappearing beanies.
Such as the royal blue version of Peanut the Elephant, whose coloring was a mistake with the dye, making it quite rare. If you have one in good condition, you could get as much as $7,000 for it. Now, if you happen to have the purple Princess the Bear produced in 1997 as a tribute to Princess Diana, that one is listed on eBay for $500,000.
The craze rapidly spread across the Atlantic to this country. It's now one of the most popular toys for children in this country.
Number 7. Mario Kart 64.
Select your player. Let's go!
There have been many Nintendo game systems, but the N64 system from the 90s is still one of the most beloved. The nostalgia factor is high on this one. Who doesn't miss blowing on the cartridges to make them work? And while there were loads of games released for the N64, Mario Kart 64 is no doubt one of the favorites.
Mario Kart 64.
The value of the cartridge can vary quite a bit depending on the condition and whether you also have the instructions and the box. Also, certain gaming systems become more popular at different times. So one day it might be worth around $70, and months later you could sell a top-graded cartridge for closer to $700.
I got
it! Number 6. The original Furby.
What's that? Me up, it's my Furby.
Furby was the most sought-after toy of 1998. And there were so many sold that the supply still outweighs the demand for the standard versions of the toy.
Furby, the first Gigapet you pet.
However, when it comes to the rare ones, now those are worth hundreds of dollars. On the Furby boxes, it says, "The more you play with me, the more I do." And the commercials showed us Furby saying, "Pick me up, tickle me, pet me." But if you have a special Furby angel and didn't play with them, then you could be sitting on $800. A mint in-box kids cuisine could fetch you over $500. We think we know what your Furby would say today. Sell me.
The more you play, the more they do. And say.
Number 5. Game Boy.
Introducing Game Boy. It's portable, it's in stereo, and its games are interchangeable.
When it comes to the value of the Game Boy, as with everything, condition is key. There's a big difference between a device in near-perfect condition and one that's been played with and dropped on the floor a few times.
Now the Game Boy. Oh, for Pete's sake. Can we go now? Is that all of it?
An old Game Boy could fetch anywhere from $50 to $100 or so, while one in good condition, complete with the box and all the original papers, could get you double. You can get even more. We're talking in the $500 range if you somehow manage to still have one brand new in a sealed box. Looking for even more money? Well, search the attic for that Game Boy Light Special Edition and you could be looking at over $1,000.
Now you're playing with power, portable power.
Number 4. Barbie.
Barbie Dreamhouse!
No doll has been as popular and has stood the test of time like Barbie. Introduced to the world on March 9th, 1959, there are over 60 years of Barbie dolls out there. However, unless you were a kid in the 50s and 60s, the run-of-the-mill Barbies from your childhood are not going to make you rich today.
My Barbie doll is really real.
But there have been special and limited edition dolls released over the years, and those do command a pretty penny. The 1992 Totally Hair Barbie goes for about $160.
Totally hot, totally cool, totally hair Barbie.
The 1989 Pink Jubilee Barbie is selling for $800. And for the curious among you, a mint condition first edition Barbie has sold at auction for just over $27,000.
Barbie, beautiful Barbie.
Number 3. Original American Girl dolls.
She totally gets me. We're friends for all time, my American Girl.
American Girl dolls are very popular, but they are also very expensive. To go and buy one today, you're looking at about $150 to $200 with clothes and accessories. If you're buying one because your child loves them, then it's worth it. If you're doing it with the hopes of selling it and making a big profit in the future, it's probably not. However, if you and your parents got in on the American Girl doll craze right at the beginning, then the investment was definitely worth it.
Ask your mom to visit AmericanGirl.com.
Samantha, Kirsten, and Molly were the first 3 dolls put out in 1986. And individually, they can sell for over $1,000 or over $5,000 if you have a set of them still in their boxes.
And my American Girl dolls, they're as one of a kind as we are.
Number 2. Pokemon cards.
Electro, Diglett, Nidoran, Mankey, Venusaur, Rattata, Fearow, Pidgey, Seaking, Jolteon, Dragonite, Ghastly, Ponyta, Vaporeon, Poliwrath, Butterfree.
Do you have a Pikachu Illustrator card? Well, allow us to congratulate you and be a little jealous. There were only 30 ever made, and one of them has sold for over $250,000. If you don't have that one, don't lose hope. Look for holographic cards, ones with printing errors, and first edition cards.
There's 150, so watch Monday through Friday.
You'll catch them all!
You didn't have to catch them all, but if you caught some of those, you could have some serious money coming your way. You can get hundreds to thousands of dollars depending on the card and the condition. And some of the extra rare ones, like the holographic Shadowless Charizard, can fetch over $12,000. Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Lite-Brite. Sell your classic Lite-Brite and heavy up your wallet with about $300.
Lite-Brite, turn on the magic of colored light.
Hot Wheels. The valuable ones are worth from $100 to over $100,000. Go check your collection now.
They're the fastest metal cars you've ever seen. Mattel's new Hot Wheels.
Lionel's Pennsylvania Trailblazer train set. Prices vary, but you can expect to get at least $400 to $500 for these choo-choo sets. Vintage color forms. You can find plenty for $20 or so, but the most in-demand ones can bring you $200 to $400.
With Colorform's Incredible Hulk Adventure Set.
I'll be Incredible Hulk.
Polly Pockets. Certain pre-1998 Polly Pockets could put $500 to $2,000 in your pockets.
6 new places to explore. It's the Polly Pocket town you've been wishing for. My town will have a burger drive-thru.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Pez dispensers.
World's famous candy makes you smile. World's famous candy all the
if you want to make your friend crack up at a piano recital, then the Tweety Bird Pez dispenser is priceless. However, if you want to put an actual price on it, then it's only about $10. Donald Duck, on the other hand, could dispense $1,000 into your wallet if you have a 1979 Donald Soft Head dispenser. Because there are so many Pez dispensers out there, the value will vary greatly. While a basic dispenser is barely worth a few bucks, there are a number of old ones, rare ones, and ones with various mistakes and misprints that have values ranging from $1,000 to $10,000.
World famous candy makes you feel alright.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Ms. Mojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.